Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Yes, I woke up on this particular morning at 3:30 a.m. because it was full body strength launch day and I still had to finish off some edits. I was getting them back from my editor that morning and I was launching that evening to my full body flex members, so I just had to get stuff done. Not ideal, but you know what? It was the way it was and we got it done. I then got on to doing some PBT before getting started for the whole mammoth of a day.
Taper with each toe. Mirror, mirror, who am I now? I don't know.
Good morning everyone. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah Martin. And today I am heading off to London for more rehab. I've been home for a couple of days. I'm preparing a lot for the launch that's happening this weekend. So you guys will all have seen that by now. I did some progressive bow technique and some stretching, and now I must get to the studio pretty quick if I want to get some stuff done before catching my train. Right, I look a bit like a mess, but we're getting stuff done. That's what we're doing and we're moving forwards, and that's what matters. So if you're new to this journey, I'm actually recovering from ankle surgery. It's been quite a long recovery process. It's been quite tricky and quite hard, but these are the exercises I do every day to get myself stronger. Progress is slow, but it's sure. That is what matters, and I have to keep telling myself that, even though I just want to do fortes. These exercises were set to me by my injury mentor, really focusing on a ballet-focused rehab, so really focusing on ballet-specific exercises to get me back, to really encourage my body that it's safe to return to dance, because that's the biggest thing, is making sure your body feels really safe during the recovery process. And certainly this particular morning, my muscles were feeling really sore because I do this 2 or 3 times a day, which is intense, doesn't look it. As you can see, I still can't fully point my foot on one side. I don't know why today feels hard, but it does. Probably because I didn't sleep well. Sleep is important, recovery is important.
Just call me home. Oh, 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 all the bells call home.
So I just had a wonderful session with my injury mentor, Francis Collier. It was so hard. We did this ballet, but you know, doing ballet slow and doing it like so precise is so much harder than just whacking it out. I tell you, I was shaking, like literally shaking. But things are progressing really well. I did my first rises. Rises have been painful ever since, really, or stiff or horrible since my surgery. Yeah, making really good progress. I'm now going to go back to my godparents and just chill for a bit before I'm going to watch my brother in a show tonight. Making lots of progress in rehab means hungry work, so I got back and I was continuing to feed back to my editors for the launch for Full Body Strength. We were pretty much all the way there now, and I did try and take a quick nap before I headed out that afternoon because I knew I wouldn't enjoy my evening if I was as tired as I was when I left. So I am just off to watch my brother in his show, Shakespeare in the Pub. I don't normally get to go to events like this because I'm always performing. It's one of the few perks about rehabbing. And also I just launched to Full Body Flex members my 4-week Full Body Strength. And it's so cool to see you guys getting plugged into the course and trying it. It's like so exciting.
Right, so Hotspur has rallied the troops.
That was great, but I am now very tired. Hannah does not do well with late nights. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, today I'm struggling. I had 2 nights where I just haven't slept. I don't want to say that I'm tired on this channel anymore because there has been a few comments before from some people saying all I do is say that I'm tired. But part of why I do this YouTube channel is because I want to remain authentic and remain really real. I had the thought yesterday of, man, I'm missing out on everything. What's the point of keeping trying when When I try, sometimes I just end up in more pain, which is getting better, but like I think I'm just getting tired of the process a little bit. Or when I get tired, it's difficult to have the right outlook. So I just need to keep renewing my mind. I really need to get stuck back into my words. I don't want to get stuck in a rut. Shift my mindset again. I'm so grateful for Francis, and we're making some really, really big steps forwards. But they're so big to me, but in the big scheme of things, it's like, wow, like I'm getting excited because I can do a rise again on 2 feet, and I'm going to need to be able to do fortes on one leg on point. But you know what? We have to celebrate the small wins. We have to celebrate the things, especially in recovery, celebrate the things that no one else celebrates with you. And that's why it's so great to have an injury mentor on board, because she's really celebrating with me. Being nervous to do too much because I haven't slept well, and recovery is super important in this time. So it's kind of just balancing it all out. I'm going to try and give grace to myself today. I've worked every single day this week, Monday to Friday, varying levels of work, but I have done a session every single day. So I'm just going to take it easy and see what my body gives me today. I'll probably do full body strength, because that's a program that I can pick the easier workout today, and that can help me just to keep activating those muscles but not push them too hard. I've got a session that I need to run off to in like 10 minutes or so. Just didn't sleep for a few days. It's not intentional. I just wake up and my brain is just going, and now my brain has stopped, and it's like, okay, we need to sleep now. I'm like, why didn't you sleep when we were meant to sleep at 3 a.m. yesterday? But anyhow, we're working on that. I've got a fun day planned. I just need to have energy to do it. So I'm going to prioritize obviously my rehab, and then trying to rest and get some sleep, because I feel like that's really what I need. I'm stretching out this morning because I am so sore. I'm building up now. We did a really intense 45-minute session yesterday. Doesn't sound long, but when you do it intense, actually quality over quantity, and my muscles are so sore. Sitting like this for like the last hour because my glutes and inside thighs are just so unbelievably sore. Shout out wearing Halara. Speaking of Halara, I want to thank Halara for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to show you all the pieces that I got right now. It's been a little while since I've last talked about Halara on this channel. I think it's just become such a everyday function in my life. I don't even think about it. I literally wear their clothes every single day because they're so comfortable. And as I'm quite an active person and I love to move and I love to feel free in my clothes, everything I wear, like people are always asking me, how are you doing a leg kick in jeans? I'm like, because everything from Halara you could literally do a full ballet class in, which I love, because right now my rehab is like several times a day. I don't want to have to be changing in and out of active wear. I can literally be wearing my jeans if I wanted to do one of my ballet sessions. So that is what I love about Halara. It's just so functional in anyone's active day life. If you're an active person or if you just want to feel comfortable in clothes, Halara is the place to go. I love all the pieces I got this time round, and if you are interested, you can use my promo code HannahM for 15% off. The links will be in the description, and I cannot recommend them enough. Trust me, you won't regret getting some Halara clothes for yourself. This coat is also from Halara, which is just great for this kind of weather because it's not too cold, but it's also not warm enough to like not have a coat on you. So like the perfect in between. So it was off again for another rehab session. I've been, pushing myself, and no matter how I feel on any particular day, I know I always have to show up. I always have to give my best, and that is what I did on this day. And here I am working with Frances Collier from Bodylistics, and honestly, she has been such a miracle worker in this process. There's been so many times where I've been wondering whether my foot will ever come back to me, whether I will ever get back to dancing fully, and to be honest, whether I'd ever be able to do a rise again without pain. And Frances has made that possible through such it's very different work. Like, we've been doing everything in the center, like a center bar every single day, 2-3 times a day. And it's so hard, and I'm growing so much strength, but I'm not hurting my body anymore. And we're having a lot of fun while we do it as well. It's very focused work, very intense, physically and mentally, but I actually feel like my technique is getting better. It's, not getting worse. I actually feel like I'm finally having time to work on things that I would never have time to work on before. Then I got back and I took a little bit of a break. I had an apple and I actually was planning to do some workouts this afternoon, but I decided to rest instead, which was quite a big sacrifice for me. I I actually realised that working hard for me looks like resting sometimes, because my go-to is definitely just continue to work, continue to hustle. And I'm starting to learn that maybe my version of working hard is actually choosing not to do the workout upon occasion, just to give my body a break and give my brain a break. So that is what I've been trying to practice on those times where I've been really, really tired. And then I went out for a lovely evening with my friend. We went to my favourite Italian restaurant. Absolutely love this place. It is literally the best place on earth. Like, even in Italy, I don't know if I've had pizza this good. So we went there before going to the Devil Wears Prada show in London, which I had wanted to see for ages, but something had just always held me back. I was like, well, I can't go out late, I've got to recover, I've got to sleep. I wasn't really sleeping very well anyway, so I thought, why not just go and do the things that you've wanted to do, stop holding yourself back all the time and just embrace the moment. So that is what I was trying to do on these days, and to be honest, it felt like so appropriate to have this Halara dress with me on this day. I had no idea that we were actually in like the matching colours for the show, but man, was I happy that I had picked this Halara dress.
Would you kindly retake your seats? As the seat
My handbag's still there.
will resume in 1 minute. Once again, would you kindly retake?
The show was so good, definitely recommend. It was a lot of fun, and we literally matched the colours of the show somehow. Don't know how that happened. It is 10:15 and we are heading home. Actually, on the way there we did think, you know, oh, we should just sat home and watch Netflix, but we did it. We went out. For me, it's an effort to go out. Like, people are like, oh, I'm gonna go out. For me, it's like, oh, gotta go out. But once you do it, you feel alive and feel better. Especially if you've had caffeine too late, which I've done. Not a great idea when I've been complaining about not sleeping. But you know what? I'm here for it tonight. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I KO'd out. The weekends seem to do that to me, and I keep vlogging on the weekends. Got back on the train and it wasn't out, like my train was cancelled, so the travel back meant that I didn't make my swimming session I had planned for, unfortunately, but I think that was a good thing because I was so tired. Literally, I was walking back from church and I'm like, I'm gonna keel over in a minute. Accepting being tired is really difficult for me, but the reality is, like, yeah, like I work hard and I do get tired. I'm working on trying to not be in a burnout cycle. That's something I'm definitely working on. My brain is always just so full of ideas, so sometimes harnessing all of that creativity can be a struggle. It's something I'm having to learn how to harness, as I said before. Heading for a swim now before going to see my company doctor, and then doing all my rehab. Just grateful to be able to walk today. Grateful to be able to have launched my full body strength program. I think that's another reason why I'm a little bit tired, because it's been a lot to kind of get that together and get that going, but it's finally out and you guys are enjoying it. Keeping tabs on that and working on that and pouring my heart into it for so long, and it's finally out. There is so much more I'm working on, so it's good to get one part out of it to you guys, but there's a whole other huge project that's under wraps right now. If you've signed up for full body strength, you'll know a little insight of what that's about. But yeah, now my attention can go to completing the rest of the projects, working on getting myself back, which is closer and closer by the day. Did my first rises the other day, so exciting, but now it's just about continuing the progress and not getting too excited while we go backwards. So it's a balancing act. Life is all about balance. I've got to go. Let's get focused, let's get ready, and let's seize the day, guys. So I just got back from checking up with the doctor. He's super happy with my progress. I'm gonna have some lunch now. And I also heard some truly amazing news that I'm so excited about. It's been the best news I have heard since my injury started. So, man, I look a little bit rough. I definitely need to eat something. I don't know about you, but when I don't eat for a little bit, I get these nice, lovely rings. That swim session was super hard. I can't say I particularly enjoyed it, but we got it done. So it was back home, another session, another day of fighting for my recovery, fighting for being back, doing what I love, and working through the mental barriers that have developed over this time in terms of just being able to trust my body again. And I can feel like some of those are coming down. But it is an exhausting process, and it's a difficult one that you have to keep approaching every day with new levels of grace for yourself and understanding that everything is going to come with time and you can't force anything. And I think that's the biggest thing I'm learning in this recovery journey. So I did a session in the morning and then I did another session in the afternoon with Francis. It's kind of little and often vibes, which I'd rather just kind of get everything done in one swoop. But this is much better for my body. You can see there that I'm fighting for my balance like crazy. But yeah, trying to respect my body and everything that it's giving me in this time. And after those sessions, I also did a workout from Full Body Strength. I can't believe it's already launched, and you guys can all try this with me. I'm doing it most days to kind of keep my body in shape. So if you guys want to try it, the link is in the description. I'm just preparing to go to a friend's birthday dinner. It's such a busy day doing admin. I had 2 Zoom meetings, doing training. I just finished Full Body Strength. You can go check that out. Link in description. I'm very hungry. 7. I normally have dinner around 5 or 6. You know what? I think swimming makes me really ravenous. I don't know what it is about swimming. This morning was a hard session. Basically, I normally use a float to alleviate my shoulder because I talked about a little bit of shoulder pain I was having, but they wouldn't let me use a float today. They were like, no, you can't use it. You have to get your own, buy your own and bring it. I'm like, am I really going to bring a noodle with me every time I go swimming? Potentially now, potentially. So I need to go on Amazon and have a look at that. Where was I going with that story? So I think I had to work harder to swim. That is what I was saying. So I think I probably used more muscles, which is good, but I don't really want to build up my shoulders too much. Right, we are off. I love how I get ready in about 15 minutes, but that's a skill. I should put that on my CV.
Stay right here. I've been waiting on this day for years. I'm home here in your arms. No more souvenirs, no more distance left to interfere. I'm home here in your arms, and I'm never leaving, I told you.
Right, it is a new day. It is time for morning prayer. I had such a wonderful evening with my friends and my colleagues. It was the kind of first time I'd seen a lot of them for a little while because I've been off. So it was great to reconnect with them. But as always, the next day it was back to the grind, back to working on being back, showing up for myself. I think I was finding this day particularly difficult in terms of just trying to accept that my body is not exactly what it was before at this particular moment, this particular junction. It doesn't maybe look or feel the same way, and just having acceptance of that is sometimes a struggle. I don't want to just talk about the struggles on this video. Like, there are so many blessings that have come with this, and I'm so grateful for all those blessings, but the struggles this week seem to be shouting a bit louder, and that's normal in recovery processes. If you're going through a recovery process, maybe you found this as well.
And for the rest of my life, oh, take me.
The bin is in this shot. Today I just felt like my brain has not been on planet Earth. I don't know what's going on with me this week, but anyhow, it's another night out. That's probably what's wrong. I don't do night outs. Why am I going out every night? I'm not sure. It happens that all my friends were available this week to go spend time with them. But anyhow, this is tonight's outfit. Another completely Lara. I've wanted to wear this white dress forever, and I've never had an excuse to wear it. And tonight is the night. I'm going to watch Costa Dance at the Birmingham Hippodrome. I'm very excited. Very tired and a bit strung out, and I need to get some proper rest where I just feel very restless at the moment, which is not helping me. Yeah, not quite sure why.
I'll stay right here. I wish my vision wasn't blurred by tears. 'cause I wanna have this moment clear in my memory. Yeah, I wanna see it both tonight and for the rest of my life. Oh, take me by the hand and I won't let go, won't let go. Oh, tell me once again what I already know. And for every moment in time, wherever I go, I want you by my side. Oh my love, when I look in your eyes, I see the rest of my life. Oh, the rest of my life. I'm hard